Let's be honest and real for a moment. Let's talk about Digimon Adventure 2020. As you know, on Dimsy's domain, we cover the series every single week with our reviews, thoughts, and theories regarding the series. So if that tickles your pickle or that's to your fancy, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. But let's peg everyone back down to reality. Digimon 2020 is a fan service anime. I'll go into a lot more detail later on. From our interactions and comments on our videos, it's quite evident that a lot of people are watching this series, are watching Digimon 2020 with rose-tinted glasses. They think, oh my god, it's a masterpiece, or wow, 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 or the nostalgia from back in the day is really clouding their judgment. So let's take a step back, or a couple of steps back, and look at this series for what it is. What was the purpose of this series? Remember, this series was supposed to coincide with the 20th anniversary of Digimon Adventure. It even has 2020 in its name, and the series composer even confirmed that it has a runtime of around 1 year, so there's no real longevity or foresight for longevity after this story is played out on our screens. Now, I'm going quite unscripted, unsolicited, uncensored here, so if I do say anything wrong, please do correct me down below. The main thing about it coming as a anniversary series is that it's just to make us be like, oh wow, that's tight, yeah, kid tight, or it's quite nice seeing this revamped version of the older 1999-2000-esque Digimon series reanimated to the 2020 standards. This is a anniversary series. This is a fan service anime, very similar to Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super is the sequel to the canonical sequel to the very popular global phenomena that was Dragon Ball Z. Everyone was enjoying the series as it was playing out. Well, a lot of people were enjoying Dragon Ball Super. However, there was questions in regards to its story. When I say fan service, I mean that there was a lot of moments that were included just to service the fans, just to make the fans pop. An example in Dragon Ball Super's case was Goku Black or Future Trunks with blue hair. It made very little sense in the long run of things. In terms of Digimon, we have Devimon back, we have Leomon back, we have Ogomon back, we have all of the Ultimate Form Digimon that were introduced in the original, debuting at a much more faster pace, a much more faster fashion. It seems like instead of really investing in a well-knitted, a very compact, watertight story, they chose otherwise. Now, the Toei executives did say that they want Digimon Adventure 2020, at least the first 3 episodes, to have a war game feel. What does this mean? They wanted the first 3 episodes to look like a movie, feel like a movie, and that's exactly what we had. We had so many different dynamic shots and superb animation and art that we were like, wow, we were hooked. The first 3 episodes where we saw Omnimon, where we saw Algomon fighting it off, dueling it out, it was to capture our attention. It was to garner the hype to a immense level. Now, the issue is that episode 4 onwards, there was a very, very, very noticeable quality decline, and it really has not been the same. Yeah, I guess there were moments of good and great animation, very similar to the Dan Devimon fight, but in general, it's been quite static. It's been quite underwhelming, disappointing, and downright embarrassing at certain points where they have this PNG image and they just expand it and shrink it to kind of mimic animation. It's very lazy. It's very lazy and very, very sly on their part. Now, I don't want this video to be me bashing the series. I don't think a fan service anime is by any means a really bad thing. If they are honest and know what they are dealing with or what they're producing, it can be great. It really can be great. I think a lot of us have been enjoying Digimon 2020 to a great standard, but to say that it's a story masterpiece would be us lying to ourselves quite a bit. Let's just focus on the story for a bit. It's been non-stop action. It's been non-stop action and movement. The pace is very heavy metal and in your face. And I think they need to learn how to slow down. They need to learn how to dictate the pace, dictate the anticipation. Because look, every single episode has had a major action piece or a major action sequence. So hype is very hard to kind of replicate when you do it the 5th, 6th time. What do I mean by this? So we had the whole issue of the first, let's say, cluster of 15 episodes, the Devimon arc per se, where we had Nidhoggmon, where we had Devimon, where we had all of these Digimon who required all the ultimate Digimon or a immense level of teamwork and collaborations to defeat them. And it really did feel like hey, isn't it a bit too early to do this? And a lot of people were saying, isn't it a bit too early that you introduced the ultimate Digimon? Isn't it a bit too early done this? Isn't it a bit too early to do that? What I can say, and I have been thinking about this for a while, they made a massive error in how they structured the story. The error was that the first Digimon Adventure iteration in 1999 focused on the Digidestined surviving in the digital world, surviving in a world where they were disconnected and completely isolated from the real world. Because they made sure to keep that connection between the digital world and the real world intact, it was very difficult to kind of really explore the children and their exploration of this new world. What do I mean by this? Izzy is always aware of what's happening with the real world, or every event that has happened so far, and I've only seen 28 episodes so far. It's always connected to a real world event. What they should have done is have the first cluster of episodes that is locally only placed in the digital world, so they explore the digital world and they become experts in that sense. They become accustomed to it. They go back to the real world, then they come back to the digital world with real world implications, because at first the danger is, oh crap, I might die in the digital world. And now when they come back to the digital world, there could be an added factor of, oh crap, I could die, and also my city can be destroyed. They skipped all of that and they went straight to the, oh crap, I need to save my world. In order to do that, I need to defeat this Digimon. It really did feel like the jump in the gun quite a bit. And a lot of people have been saying that, come on, there's too many major incidents that are happening and it just feels a bit, it feels too forced, it feels too fast paced. One thing which I do like is that they also understand, this show is very honest with itself, that it understands that this is pretty much the Ty and Matt show. Ty and Matt are getting a lot of the spotlight. A lot of people are saying, no, we need more spotlight on the other children, and I agree with that. But I also understand that Ty and Matt have the coolest Digimon, or they are the centerpieces of this team. They're the two de facto leaders, and for that reason, they will dictate a little bit more airtime. In addition to the fact that their siblings are also quite important and integral to the actual Digimon lore in terms of them having angel or holy Digimon. So that's the reason why Ty and Matt have an extra bit of spotlight to them. And they've also learned from Digimon Adventure Kizuna that Ty and Matt are all that's needed. That film was all about those two. And that film is the main reason why I believe, and I'm sorry, please don't kill me, I believe that Digimon 2020 should not exist. I don't think it should exist. I think that it was far too soon. What do I mean by this? Look, this series aired so quickly after Kizuna. Kizuna aired on February 2020, well, in the theaters in Japan, and the anime for Digimon 2020 aired on April 2020. It's far too soon, man. Come on, take a break, take some time. From Kizuna, we were all crying and reading from, oh, this is the final story of the adventure children for Ty, for Matt, for all of them. We've seen them grow up. We've grown up with them. Oh, they're getting revamped in a new series as children. Or in 2020, it took away from a lot of the feelings that we felt in Kizuna. Because of Kizuna and because of the fact that we are international, we're not in Japan, a lot of people watched or they experienced Digimon 2020 before even watching Kizuna. It's quite, it boggles my head, but I understand that they wanted this to coincide with the 20th anniversary. But my point is this, save this series for Digimon 2025. Why not air this 5 years later? I know they love the anniversary stuff. That's what they done with Digimon Adventure Tri, because that was coinciding with the 15th year anniversary of Digimon Adventure. Now, Digimon Adventure Tri had a lot of hype, but did it capitalize on the hype? No. I think it lost a lot of people by the end. That's what my thoughts are. If you guys want to disagree, I'm more than happy to hear your thoughts and rationale as to why you think that trial was good compared to why others might think that it was kind of shit. I think that they had a lot of hype for Digimon 2020, but if they carry on with the lack of quality, with the very lazy padding of the series, they're gonna lose a lot of people. What do I mean by padding? So I said earlier how they're very non-stop in terms of the pace. You'd think, oh, there's no padding, right? They're skipping a lot of stuff, yeah? The issue is they're also trying to pad out a lot of the time with nonsense stuff. My biggest issue is, and this is such a small nitpick, why the fuck are you lot showing us the Digimon evolution sequences one by one? Why don't we get something similar to Digimon Adventure Trial where we have a split screen? They take 30 seconds for the full evolution for Agumon to Greymon or Gabumon to Garurumon. They take a good amount of seconds for the ultimate form Digivolution as well. Why not give us a split screen? Why the hell are they not doing that? Because they can save a vital few minutes and then they can really start exploring the story. Every episode has had a major action sequence. They don't need that. They need to know when to go fast and when to slow down. Sometimes a slow episode is necessary to build up the hype, but if the hype has been always at top-notch, top level, people will lose the hype. Our threshold for enjoyment will diminish. They need to understand how to really if you want to capitalize on a fan service anime, take your time. Take your fucking time. This is becoming ridiculous. I think Digimon 2020 might end up becoming a disappointment by the end. Now, what I mean by the end, and I say might in big underline as well, in italics or whatever you want to have it, because it could still be great. They're introducing a major Digimon villain by the end, and having Devimon be introduced the way he was, and then only for him to be like an afterthought or for him to be destroyed in like an episode. Look, Devimon fought for half an episode, then we had Neo Devimon who was defeated by the end of that episode, then we had Dun Devimon who was defeated in one episode. This is your Frieza. This is your main villain, or one of the main or more notable, more recognizable villains of Digimon. He's been alluded to as the big bad for the last 15 odd episodes, for the last 20 episodes, as someone who's been the puppeteer of chaos for all of the events that are happening, the dark miasma and all that. It just diminished. Where the hell is the dark miasma? Where are the explanations? There is very little explanations in this series. How did TK get kidnapped? Why? And how does Devimon know about all of the kids and all of this lore? Why? What are the motivations? What are the intentions? Come on, give us explanations. You guys are going into territory where it's just you turn your brain off and you enjoy, oh, Greymon is Mega Flame. Yeah, I want to understand the story. I want to enjoy the story. I want to smile when I see a story unfold. I'm not saying that this series is shit. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that they need to kind of slow down, and us as the viewer, we need to understand that, look, it's only going to last a year. So let's enjoy it for what it is, but let's not expect anything more. Let's not expect a Digimon 2021 where it's the O2 cast. Now, if that happens, that's absolutely fantastic. But let's kind of ground ourselves in reality and say that, okay, this is a fan service anime. This is only going to last for 1 year. Most likely, the time slot is going to be replaced by Dragon Ball Super. Now, whether it takes a different time slot or if it's shelved, that's yet to be seen. Also, okay, the first couple of episodes was supposed to be a movie quality level, and we need to accept that the quality or the animation quality is a tad substandard moving forward, because they have Dragon Quest, they got One Piece, and they got all these other big properties that they are focusing on. We have to understand our position as a Digimon fan and understand that maybe let's just enjoy the ride. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is Digimon Adventure 2020. Let's enjoy it. Now, I'm sorry if I came across as a tad too negative, but I thought I just want to get things off my chest, uncensored, unscripted, and with that, I hope you're still here. So make sure to subscribe and take care. Enjoy. Bye bye.